He did what?
That changed the world.
Good night. Welcome to another episode of the Raw Spill.
Raw Spill.
I'm your boy Shim.
I'm your boy Dave. I'm your boy Jim.
Welcome. Jimmy, welcome to the show, my friend.
Jim and Dave.
Jim and Dave.
It's not gonna happen ever again. It's a once in a while, you get me?
Good try. Special guest, eh? Special. He's even special.
I don't know. He's just a guest. Allow. So tell us, man.
Yes.
Big man.
Yo, this show. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, huh? This whole thing. Racism is real. But I mean, it's surfaced right now. It's been happening for a long time. So we're really going to address that. We're going to share our feelings, what we think, how we personally think we can move forward in our communities. Because it's a big thing, man. This is
huge.
It's a big thing that's affected me this last 10 days or whatever.
I've cried a lot, bro.
Do you get me? It's just come out. It's affected me, I'm sure.
Why are you looking at my tears?
Affected you, Jim?
Oh, yeah, Shim.
It's affected you, Dave. You get me? So we're going to get into the episode. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Practical things, I think, moving forward.
Yes, topic of the week, like Shim said, is racism. Racial injustice has been going on for many years, and I think it's in my lifetime it's been going on for 20 years, I would say, since I was 3. Yeah, I can remember it quite vividly.
So then, Dave, talk to us. What's your perspective in terms of how have you kind of seen it happen in your life?
Yeah.
And then, I guess, how you understand it. How do you plan to sort of move forward and change it in your communities?
Madness.
In your way.
As the topic of the week this week being racism, I think is very crucial that we don't generalize racism. Do you hear me? I think it's wrong for us to say all our experiences are the same, because it's not. But what's so significant with most of our experiences as coloured people is the idea of the survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
A while ago, white people always felt that there's the fittest, and this idea of there's more than them than us, right, has always made us oppressed. You feel me? So, but that's the only common between us, the indigenous people in this country, the African or Latino or the Dominican or the African American, the French American, the Africans, all of that. It's a bit different experiences, but what makes us so unique is that for some reason our skin color being of a different complexion than white makes us less.
Wow.
And that's a big issue, and I think it's also systematically ingrained. And for this week, when I watched the video, and rest in peace to George Floyd, and like his daughter said, my daddy changed the world. He so did, bro. He so did. He honestly changed the world. He changed the way that I can speak about this. You know what I mean? Hey, look how much confidence I have speaking about this.
Exactly. I think you opened up a lot of avenues for people to start being bold and confident. And I love the boldness that our culture and our people are showing right now. I wish it happened earlier, and that I wish it didn't require death to happen. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, it has to take the whole world to protest just for justice for one case.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I just think it's messed up, man, and I'm not sure why I'm even...
Yeah, and that's the problem. For me, it hurt me a lot, but it's kind of hard to come to terms that, I've heard people say that it's not happy, but now we can speak up. When are we going to speak up? Do you know what I'm trying to say? When were we going to... Because if this didn't happen, we would have kept underlying the small things. In America, obviously, we know how big is going on, but in Australia, we would have kept putting it under the rug.
That instant slide,
and that actually hurts me to know that all this time we've been doing this and allowing people to.
Bro, I had
You
to
know
look,
what I mean?
I had to look at myself.
Crazy,
This part made me cry, bro. I remember like I was driving from a night shift not too long ago, and I remember being in my car, being like, "Damn, I messed up as a black man."
Oh, big
I'm in high school, my G. My nickname was Black Dave. Occasionally, people called me the N-word Dave. I allowed that. I allowed that.
Yeah.
Like because I had to be cool. You get me?
Yeah, you had to.
I was.
Yeah.
I wanted to fit in so bad, and if that's what
You know,
You gotta sacrifice your culture.
that goes
to allow-
back.
Bro,
that goes
man,
back
bro.
to the episode you guys did about the music and the culture.
Mm,
You sacrifice your
Yeah.
African music just to fit in
Yeah,
with
wow.
other people,
Yeah.
like listen to rap,
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
like
yeah.
When really,
Skrillex.
yeah.
it's great. And you know, you bring up a good point, Dave. Like I think in all this, one thing I've realized is that, you know what, I gave him an opening. I gave him a gate. You gave him a gate because what? Think about it. If I sacrifice my culture in terms of my community, in my workplace, in my university, somebody who's close to me is gonna feel like it's okay to open it. You know, so it is a problem. But in all of this, and it's hard to come to terms because it's so easy to point the finger. And which, you know, at some points, yes, there is definitely people
systematically.
who are systematically, but. We gotta look at ourselves.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
And
Like it's hard looking at yourself in the mirror and going,
bro,
I did that.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to
Yes.
say? I let it open. I let them call me the N-word. And I've been there, man. At my uni, I let people I gave them a 1 day pass.
And the thing is,
stupid stuff like that, man.
That if you let someone do something they already want to do, they're gonna do it excessively.
Exactly, but I think this moment is a pivotal moment, and I think George Floyd, what he's done, and it makes me sad to even say what George Floyd has done because you know what I mean. The guy had to die to do this.
It's crazy, man. It's such a loss, man.
Like someone's daughter has to lose her dad for this to happen. Someone's wife has to lose her husband for this to happen.
You know what I think?
My guy, that's crazy.
Moving on, like,
that's crazy.
I can only imagine the hurt that his family is going through if no change was to happen for this. Now,
you're right.
Mad respect for those other families who lost their people, their sons, their daughters, because of the systematic racism and the police brutality or whatever other racism there is. You know, but for that to happen and nothing to come out of it would be even a bigger loss.
It's a bigger loss.
So right now, this is a right of prime opportunity. And look, I'm trying to have grace for first of all, there's good white people out there. There's white people are good.
Bro,
you know what I'm trying to say? We're talking about racists. There's difference.
That's it.
White people aren't racist.
It's not all white. It's not white people.
I can't see and say white people are all racist. You know, it's just racism is the problem.
Yeah.
You know, and whoever it's shown to, that's the group that matters. The people oppressing the people, that's the group in the group that we're worried about.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's people if you had a heart, you watch that video and you felt that sadness.
Bro.
You get me? So my thing from saying that is, my point is, if you feel that way about something like that, you gotta stand in with people. You know, just because it wasn't you or your community or your culture, doesn't matter. If you felt that way because of watching that video, you have to stand in.
Yeah.
If the thing is, if you ever, no matter like if you're black or whatever, if you ever feel sad of the thought of your brother or your sister going for a jog in the morning and getting killed, you should be worried about this issue.
Yeah, I think that's a fact as well. And in moving on to that, like I said to your point when I said I thought about myself and how I allow things to happen, right? I had to have grace for myself because I was beating myself up about it. That's why I was crying so much. I was like, man, Dave, you really messed up. Like, you're out here yelling now. You're out here like being like, yeah, man, George Floyd. Like, but I was letting people call me that. It's like, Dave, you really let black people down, bro. You really let the people who were trying to eradicate that notion of being a slave down, because what that word truly means, I let people get away with that. I was the one, and I was super upset, but I had to have grace for myself, and I had to tell myself from now on, big man.
That's it. I'm considering this the last couple days.
I'm not even about that life anymore. You get me? Like, I can't just say that word like that. I can't just effectively just make weird jokes that, yes, it might be between me and you, around people that if they said it, it's, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give that opportunity. That opportunity is stupid. That's a bad opportunity because you never know. You might be saying it between I might be saying between me and you, but then
Who else here has a hear to that? Who else hears that? You know?
You get me? And it
Who
becomes
else
a
steps
common
in?
practice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It becomes a yo man.
And that exactly.
You know what I mean?
What I think.
Yo
this-
man.
And that's what I'm trying to say. This is gonna be something that's gonna change how we view race as a whole.
Yeah.
It's gonna like for it to be. And initially, I don't think you're gonna have a hint of it at all. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even the jokes that you might share with people. Initially, when a wound is fresh, you ain't gonna touch it at all. You're not gonna touch it at all. So for a long time, you protect that, and that's what it has to be. It has to change with us.
Yes,
it
that's
has to change with us for a long time. Protect that, and who knows? There might be a position where we are together, but right now we've got to focus on what we can't. Do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's
bro.
what I feel.
Exactly. And James, the topic of the week, man. What you got to say about it?
The topic of the week. As we was discussing before, we need to find where the roots of the problem is. And as I said on my post yesterday, racism is a seed that is planted and watered, and that tree just keeps growing onto the next generation. And so the roots spread. They keep spreading. If you don't find where that root starts and start cutting it until we get to the last leaf, racism is never going to end.
Yeah, facts. Those are facts, man. That's a fact. Well, that's the first segment. We move on to this next segment. Next segment is the word of the week, big man. Come on, man. Get be excited when you say the word. See the way you said the word? See the way you said the word? The word of the week. Yeah, he was like this. Word. I hope God saw that.
Oh wow!
The thing is,
You get me? Yeah, wow.
like,
it's been a tough week, man.
Wow.
like we're sad right now, but let's think of where we're gonna be in 5 years' time. We're gonna be proud to walk around and show our melanin.
Come on.
Our melanin to the non-melanated people.
Oh, I'll allow that because that's wrong. Let me teach you science. Melanin is in every single person. We just have
But it's
more.
not showing.
We have more. We have more. See how dumb you are?
That's why I
Think
said
about
no.
it.
Stop.
That ESL.
That's
Allow
why
that.
I said show our melanin. Did you hear that?
Doesn't make sense.
Open your ears.
It doesn't make
They
sense.
have it, but they can't show it. We have it, and we can show it.
What the heck? Sit down, big man.
You get
Let's
me?
get back to the point. We're doing the word of the week.
Let me come through with the word
It's been a
here.
tough week, man.
Let me come through with the word here. Let me tell you something, right?
Tell them something.
Go on, talk to them, Dave.
I'm gonna give you a concept.
Give him.
When there's this concept right now that I think everyone should realize that the enemy is at work here. You feel me? Division is what he wants. Unity is what we need. That's what God wants, right? But division is what the enemy wants. Think about it. Adam and Eve, we all know the story. Yeah, Eve ate the apple that she should, not apple, whatever fruit it was. She ate the forbidden fruit, right? Adam and Eve went together in that moment.
I think it was.
What was it?
Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep
What?
going.
I'm pretty sure it's April.
Keep going.
Anyways, yeah.
Don't lie.
Eve and big man, can I talk? You get me? Like I'm trying to educate. Wow.
We're trying to educate you. Anyway, keep it.
God is watching you, you know. Anyways,
You're
listen.
really pretending people God is watching them.
Alright, listen.
I know
What I'm
that.
trying to say, right, is Adam and Eve went together in that moment. And the enemy will always come and get you when you're isolated. It's just non-facts. All he wants is division, and he will use everything that God has made for good. And he will manipulate it. He will manipulate us because we got free will. We can make decisions. We can say, you know what, I decide to be racist. That's the issue. Like, we could all make free will. So this is it. He will manipulate diversity, which is what God gave to us. God was the one, after the fall, gave different languages to different people. Causing diversity is a beautiful thing. You ever had those days where like everyone cooks from different cultures in church? Madness.
Yeah, well,
Do you get me?
come on now.
It's beautiful.
How would I forget
You know what I
that?
mean? It's beautiful.
I
So-
eat.
It's the best. Yeah.
But
But diversity is what God has given us, and the enemy is trying to use that for his good, which is just for division. Let's divide them. Okay, you speak like this. Your color is like that. Let's divide, and that's his cause. So in this moment, we can't just full on bash every white person.
Exactly. And
With our words,
that's a very important point.
emotions.
Yes.
We can't just bash him. Look, this is the thing. This is
And can I just say something? I think
Go on, man.
sometimes
Say something.
because generally it's been the whites against the blacks that have brought the racism. I think a lot of time we talk about racism and we kind of generalize it. When we take racism, we just take white people. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? And yes, let's be honest. White people have oppressed the blacks and multiple other things. And there's oppression in all sorts of levels. But we've got to understand that there's people out there who are not. They're not racist.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to be really careful when I speak sometimes because if I generalize, just like we don't not like being generalized, we can really hurt individuals. But we've got to talk directly to racists.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yes.
And there's some black people that are just as racist as the white people that are racist to their own kind.
Yes.
Like I said, this is where you were talking about the root, yeah?
Yeah.
This is where the root is.
Yeah.
It's as a human being, my ability to have free will. God can't force me to. He can't force me to love him. He doesn't want it. He's not that kind of God. He won't force himself on you. He's like, you know what? Love me if you want, but I hope you do because I love you. Right? In the same way, that free will. Be a good person if you want. I hope you do. Be loving and unify if you want. I hope you do.
Yeah.
But you can choose as a human being to say, I hate black people. And there's too many people who have picked that route ages ago. And sometimes we can't control. Sometimes
So I think it was specific when we're addressing those type of people. Do you get
yes, yeah, we have to be specific. We have to be specific. And like I said, the enemy will try to use every single moment to cause division between communities and cause division. That's his thing. That's his habit. Just cause havoc. Do it. Do you know what I mean? Just to divide. But right now, in the especially in the church, big man.
Yeah.
This was a mad attack.
Big time.
Because now you got people in the church now. Listen, right? You got people in the church who emotionally have no clue what to do. I had a lot of white friends, and I appreciate all my white friends. They're like, hey man, you okay, bro? Hey man, I appreciate all of that. You feel me? I appreciate all of that. And that's cool. But like I said to them, I'll speak about it later. There's something better than an apology. If I speak it's application. We'll speak about it later, right? But like you have a lot of people in church now going, man, I hate every white person, and you got white people being like, oh whoa,
yeah, because you see,
you know what I mean? It's this little thing going on here. You think the enemy's laughing right now?
Imagine how it would feel if you're a white person and you know you are. You what do you mean come in?
Come in, man.
Come in, bro.
Talk.
Yeah, I'm coming in. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, I can imagine as a white person who does not see division and does not see one as lesser because of that. I can imagine how maybe attacking would feel when somebody goes white people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, yes, they might need to still be educated in feeling more, but if they're genuine, because I know, trust me, a lot of people I work with who are white and who I deal with, most beautiful souls ever. Do you get me? They never see me as lesser.
Yes.
So I think in their eyes, they might think that's the same. They expect the same from the white community. When unfortunately it's not. There's people in the white community who see us as lesser because of our color. Now, I can only imagine how attacking it would be when people generalize to them and say, you white people, this, that.
Yeah.
You know, that,
I feel what you're trying to say. Anyways, this is the word of the week, and I want to finish by saying this, right? God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That's John 3:16. For God so loved the world. Everybody in the world, big man,
loves you.
You. White, black, Asian,
Me,
Hispanic, Dominican,
you.
Nigerian, Kenyan.
James.
He wants everybody, everyone together, unified.
One big happy family.
It's one love, one heart.
Oh, baby.
Let's
one
get
love.
together and feel
Alright.
Come on now. It's feel alright.
One love.
Oh,
one heart.
Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will be alright. Let's get together and be alright. Whoa,
Let's get together and
feel alright.
Oh, what the heck? Yo, that was good. That was you. No. Yo, who was it?
Man.
That was James. Oh, man. Let's get together.
Next segment.
Man of the week.
Shim. Yeah, I need more energy, big guys.
Come on, man. Come on.
Shim.
Shim and Dave. Come on.
I've been hurting.
Come on.
Bro.
I know you've been hurting, but we need that energy, big man.
Come on now.
Don't let the enemy hold you down.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They
the
need
next
people
segment.
to spread
Hey,
positivity.
James, let me do me. Yeah. Thank you, James. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the next segment is the mug of the week. Mug of the week.
Do you know what?
You know what, mate?
I forgot the mug, you know.
It's alright. We'll use this one I brought.
Allow that. Alright,
Here's the mug.
mug of the week this week.
You didn't forget the mug. You're right here.
Why you guys think we're funny?
Pew.
Like, why you guys think... There's a lot of mugs this week, and I'm not one of them. You get me? I am not one of them. But there's a lot of...
James, are you fine? Are you okay? James, move your leg, maybe. Because you see now. Put your leg down.
Wait.
Mug of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Is Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know you're.
Hey, listen, you know who you are. Listen to me. You know who you are.
Hey, Drew Brees.
What do you do?
Drew
Talk to
Brees,
me.
NFL quarterback. Pretty much the captain of the team. I run this show. If I'm a quarterback, guess what I do? I run the show. Who throws the ball? Me. Who gets touchdowns? Me.
No. Touchdowns. Are you mad?
If I don't throw it, you can't catch it. You get me? Listen.
He doesn't get touchdowns.
Listen.
Points.
If I am Drew Brees, I am a leader.
Your hands in my face. They can't see.
I am a leader in a team.
See your face.
A lot of people have spoken up this week and this out of the situation in America, right? Talking about Colin Kaepernick and how he took a knee, and a lot of people put that photo and put the photo of scumbag. I don't even know what to give him. That shoving bloke.
There's a lot of words, but I'm trying to.
I'll leave him with God.
Thank you.
Let's
You're a
go
good
on,
guy,
let's go on.
bro. That dude, yeah. When he put it, the way he killed George Floyd, the way he murdered that amazing man, right? Guys, listen. The way the same posture, kneeling. You get me? So a lot of athletes have said that they will kneel when the national anthem goes again. This guy, Drew Brees, who's meant to be a leader, runs the show. You get me? Says something bad about it, like. Anyone who kneels down is disrespecting the flag, this, that. Dude, that song, the national anthem is one of the most racist songs ever. I have one of my mentors, Josh Long. He's American. He's like, bruv, that song is racist. And people be kneeling down on it. They'll be kneeling down on it, and that's a way of protesting, safe protesting, not looting, not rioting, safe protesting. That wasn't okay. So now after this, a lot of athletes were like, we're gonna keep kneeling until they change the song. Just like a lot of countries as well. They've changed, they've evolved. You feel me? America don't want to evolve, that's your own problem. That's not my issue. America, that's your own yamch. I mean, but when it comes to this moment, Drew Brees, a leader, big man. You're a leader. You have to be emotionally aware of what you're doing. You are a mug for just saying stuff. I control you. But I'm happy he came out. A lot of athletes have said, I'm happy he said that. You know why? Because what he was feeling in his heart, it came out of his mouth. Kella, good. Wow. Now we know. The next day, he shot a video saying sorry. It's too late.
Your apology. And we don't want it.
We don't want it.
We don't want your apology.
Tell him we don't. What?
We don't want his apology.
We don't want it.
This is what's going to happen. See thunder.
But anyways, that's the mug of the week. The mug of the week this week is Drew Brees.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Just dumbness.
Come on now.
Knock it down. Anyways,
right. You know better.
Hey, watch this, Dave. The next segment, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Practice of the week.
All right, tell him.
James
is bringing this one up to us.
Practice of the week.
Hit him with a practice, boy.
Sir.
Practice of the week is
is
voice. You need to have a voice. You need to speak up for yourself.
Come on.
If you feel a certain type of way, we're here for you. Hit up Bro Spill if you want someone to talk to.
My guy.
We're here.
My
We're
guy.
a
I cannot imagine. Just resonate with what exactly you're saying right now because that's so important. Just keep telling them.
We're a family, all right. Let's put religion aside, all right, because that's divides us a lot. But in this time, we need to stand for one thing, stand for what's right. There's power in unity, and there's power when people unite.
Come on,
all right. So let's use that power that we have. Just knowing that he feels the same way as I do, he feels the same way as me. It gives me so much power and so much confidence to actually stand up and go to the people that are downhearted and be like, stand up, I got you, we're in this together.
Hey, James, you queued up. James.
Shim, you were saying though, there's another thing we have to do as a practice this week.
Yes.
I will start and then you can finish it. What it is, we have to self-evaluate.
Word. Okay,
Talk about it,
and let me say this has been a hard thing for me to come to terms with this week. All right, there's a time of anger and frustration, but once you come out of that, you have to realize what you can do, because at the end of the day, you have 100% responsibility for what you can
Of
do.
yourself.
Exactly.
Do you
And the thing
understand?
is, if everyone is angry and frustrated,
Yeah.
who's gonna stand up?
Exactly. So sometimes take time to think. You know, self-realization is not an easy thing, but you have to take time and
humbling
think.
thing.
It's a humbling thing. You know, you can't be the hastiness. You have to kind of take that away for a second and really feel like, what can you do as you as a black person or whoever, even if whoever you are, white, black, whatever, whoever you are out there, we all have a responsibility to a way of form. Personally, I had to realize I gotta keep my gates closed. I gotta protect my culture. Do you get me? I gotta protect my culture. I can't allow things to happen, because somebody who's out there who might not be understanding the same way as I do might think it's an opening for them to step in and axe my culture. Now they go and do that to another black person, and that's where racism occurs. Do you get me? You feel me? So I have to realize that's number one thing I realize myself.
Yes.
And I gotta realize that we gotta hold ourselves as kings and queens, black people, fam. You know, we gotta hold ourselves as kings and queens. Don't let everyone. You never take away that you're not black. Someone who can't take away your blackness and your
They
Africanness.
can't.
They
And
cannot.
let me say another practice of the week for a lot of, you know, like a lot of my brothers and sisters that are just on my color, let's say white, yeah? A lot of people I've spoken to have been like, man, Dave, I don't know what to do. Where do I start? Self-evaluate. Apology is good. Application is mad.
Better. Yeah.
What we need from every single brothers and sisters that are my color, white people, right? Is you gotta look at yourself and say, be honest. All the jokes that you've laughed at, all the things that you've said,
All the memes.
all the memes, all the ideologies that you got in your head, all of those things, get them, put them in the bin. Forgive yourself first of all, because unfortunately, because you can beat yourself up for it so bad, and you keep doing the same thing. That's okay. All right, I messed up. I dragged it. I messed up. I dragged it. There's grace. You get me? From now on, I'm putting those in the bin.
Yes.
And I don't live by those ideologies anymore. You know what I mean? I don't have to profile a black man when they walk into a store, when they walk out of a store. I don't have to do that. If I'm a security guard, they're just as normal as another person. Do you know what I mean? Like,
everybody has a capability to do anything wrong. It doesn't have to be because you're black.
Exactly.
You do this because you're white.
Exactly.
Everyone and anyone has a capability to be a
Exactly.
certain type of person. So that profiling is not
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is it's very important that you self-evaluate as a white person, and like I said, brothers and sisters that are my color, self-evaluate and say to yourself, it doesn't matter if you're a principal of a school, doesn't matter if you own a company, whatever it is, just say to yourself, from now on, racism doesn't happen through my mouth. And if it does, I call it out. Yeah? And racism doesn't happen around me. And if it does, I call it out. Because racism can start with you and end with you.
Amen.
That's the most special part of that.
And I'll just finish by saying this. White people, we love you, man.
Yes,
We love you. You get me? We know exactly. One love has to
One
be one.
love,
It's
bro.
not race against race.
It's
like
not.
what we've been preaching.
Division,
alright?
please.
We love you, all right? At the end of the day, like what we said before, we're calling out racism as the issue, the root of the problem.
Boom.
All right? White people, we love you, we value you, we know you're standing with us, and we're appreciative of that. We're appreciative of it.
The thing is, like, let's look at this earth. It's like a school, and we're all wearing a uniform. The uniforms are skin, and you know that in some schools there are different colors of uniform, but it doesn't mean that they're divided. They're still together.
James,
all right.
Wow.
Remember that.
I didn't mean that.
James!
Wow, James.
Come on,
James
man.
came in hot, bro. We should have you on there all the time,
Hey,
innit?
next time.
Wow.
But with that, I think we'll call it there, yeah? Yo, it's been another great
Hey,
episode of Raw
if
Spill.
you'd like to see me on this more,
Shut up. You ain't coming back. You ain't coming back.
Hey, yo, thank you so much,
Thank you so much.
for tuning in. And you know what? I feel better that we've spoken now.
Come
and I hope you guys
on.
do feel uplifted and encouraged with that. As always, ask away, guys. This is the time to ask questions and speak. So, that from me, from Shim, and
on.
Dave.
Let's go.
And Jim.
And Jim.